Hello, everyone. This is going to close out our coolest parts of the 90s top 10 lists. This is going to be the late 90s version. I also realized while doing this that there's a lot of videos in 99, so it made it a little tricky. I almost could have done a whole section on that one. So I guess I don't know if the companies were getting nervous that Y2K was coming and they had to get all their footage out or whatever before the world imploded. But nonetheless, it was interesting to see how many videos came out then. So I guess we'll just get started on this list, and hopefully everybody enjoys. Thanks. Number 10, Lennie KIRK, Alien Workshop Time Code from 1997. All right, so I'm just going to start this. You can just listen to the intro.
Lennie KIRK.
It's just mind-blowing. And I'm not a religious guy or anything, but there's just something so classic about this intro.
Ask Jesus to forgive your sins always. Pray always, get to know the Lord. Study and obey the Bible. Quit sinning. Escape hell.
Just insane. I mean, the dude got run over by a bus, fell into a dumpster, like had a concussion, whatever. He's like a cat with 9 lives, and he's on like 8.5 of them. Insane wild style, like doing all these hammers. It's pretty crazy because around this time too, I'd say he was like a top skateboarder, and then just kind of, I guess, fell off the deep end. Just something was up, ended up in jail, whatever, and kind of done. Like that was it. He had a part in the FTC3 video. You can kind of tell like he's just, I don't know, it's just not the same. But he skates in that, he skates the Jesus rap, and in this with the gospel music and everything. But for whatever reason, it worked. It was just like, almost like you're waiting for this dude to like get hurt or something, but he doesn't. And it's just insane how he does these tricks. And, it's like I said, it's a style. It's almost like a Henry Sanchez style, but like hammer time. Super raw, An Alien Workshop, this was like when I'm going to say I felt like it started like rising to the top. And this video definitely like put them on the map before they changed the team and everything. So coming in at number 10 is Lennie KIRK from Alien Workshop's Time Code from 1997. Number 9, Drake Jones, Real, Nonfiction, what I believe to have been 1997 when it came out. Off topic, this is a video that when I was trying to do the timelines, everywhere I looked it said 1997, but some of the numbers don't seem to add up. I don't know. It's weird because then Planet Earth Silver also goes into 1997, it said, and Joey BAST was in both with full parts. Possible, but I don't know. So I'm going to say this one, though, from what I saw, it said 1997, so we'll go with this. And Drake Jones. Dude had style for miles. One of the best styles, cleanest skateboarders. Made simple tricks look really amazing. Not that he couldn't do hard tricks as well, but just a pop shove it, he could make look so dope. That and the, I guess he's the king of the nose slide pop out. He's the first one I remember seeing. And just doing a nose slide, and it could be the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Everything he did, great part. Everything's just super clean. It's almost like he doesn't really bend when he skates, and just looks so cool. All of his clothes look cool, like just everything about it. And then, yeah, I don't know. He was on Real a little bit more, and then he was off. And then I remember he had a board on 23, but I don't ever remember seeing any footage, and then he was gone. I think he got into other stuff. I know he was like a golf pro or something. But sick part. I wish he put out more. He had clips and other things. He had a Wheel of Fortune and whatnot, but, wish there was more. But again, just the nose slide pop out. It's like one of the most beautiful tricks I've ever seen. So coming in at number 9, Drake Jones, Real, Nonfiction, 1997. Number 8, Brian EMMERS, Plan B, Revolution, 1997. So I'm not going to say this is the first time I've heard of Brian EMMERS, but I wasn't too up on my Evolve videos. Like, I thought that company sucked ass. It was just stupid. Love backwards. I don't know, in the shitty Evolve shoes. But I remember seeing this video, and Plan B was already also kind of like on its way out, toast, done. But first part, Brian EMMERS, And there's also time, I guess, you watch every video that comes out, too, for the most part. Except for me in the Evolve video. But anyway, his part comes on, it's Brian EMMERS, and it's like the coolest part. Super hyped, and I remember being like, wow, this guy's amazing. Guy looks just so cool on a skateboard. Always had like the dopest tricks. Super tech, super clean, like big tall dude style. Just like they should have just given him a pro board then. It was such a good part, and highly watchable. And I always end up kind of coming back to this part where it's like, oh, I haven't seen that in a while. I should put it on and just get super hyped to skate. It's a short part, but nonetheless, like just amazing. Everything he's put out after that, even there was this one, it was like manual labor or something, some part he had in that. And the stuff he does in there is mind-blowing. And it's just crazy. Like, dude had no board sponsor. Heard some stuff, don't know if it's true, so I heard this from somebody on Alien Workshop a while ago. And I remember it was like, yeah, Brian Emmers tried to get on, and they were like, cool, you got to send footage. And he said, I'm Brian Emmers. I don't need to send footage. And they were like, all right, later, dude. Now, I don't know if it's true. Can't even argue with it. It's like, yeah, dude, I am Brian Emmers, and I'm the best skateboarder in the universe. It would have been sick if he was on Workshop. That would have been so fucking cool. But didn't happen. Anyway, coming in at number 8, it's Brian Emmers, Plan B Revolution, 1997. Number 7, Stevie Williams, Tantrum Distribution Credo from 1997. I always call it the fit video, but I do understand that it was the distribution video as a whole, but I didn't really care about too much of the other things on there. I guess the seal wheel part was okay because Dill was in it, but anyway, this is definitely, I think, Stevie's top part. This is my favorite part, most enjoyable part of his to watch, right up there with Chocolate Tour and The Reason and the infamous chocolate commercial where he does the fakey hard flip. But yeah, this is like timeless Stevie. So good to watch. Just looks so cool and everything. Opening line with the switch pop shove at nose guard 180. The whole thing. It's just kind of cool because you haven't heard from him in a while. And then this is like peak Stevie, skating in Philly, skating in SF. Fit was kind of, I don't know, this whole Credo thing was just kind of dumped together, but the video itself too as a whole is magical. Another one, if you haven't seen it, make sure you do. I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, top Stevie part. I'm going to leave it at that. So coming in at number 7, Stevie Williams, Tantrum Distribution's Credo from 1997.
What's up, you punk ass nigga?
Number 6, Joey BAST, Planet Earth Silver, 1996, with a huge question mark because I really don't think it's 96. I want to say it's probably 97, but whatever. Just doesn't line up with nonfiction that he was, off a reel and then on Planet Earth. But it is what it is. We'll work with it. It's late 90s, that's all I know. Joey BAST, super dope skater. One of the first guys I remember, too, doing the dipped kickflips. And I remember just being, blown away by how cool his kickflips looked. And I'm always a believer that if you have a good kickflip, you're an amazing skater. Bottom line, the only trick you need to do. Of course, I never learned to master them, and, it still eats me alive, even to this day, at 45, and I cannot kickflip how I'd want to kickflip. But Joey BAST can. The best at it. Super dip, super sick. Always had the cool shell toes on. Just really cool looking skater. Awesome tricks. I wish he, was another one. Wish this dude was paid for life off of skating. Just, crazy. And I researched this too, and I looked for stuff, and I started reading the Chrome Balls, and just even that, he was offered World and said no because he didn't want to get blacklisted from Deluxe, and that whole thing is just crazy because this was a dude. Me and my friend Tim would always kick around if we could, pick 101, a 101 team after it went under, to keep it going. Joey BAST was always one that we would pick to put on there. I remember my friend Tim also had the clock with the bomb board. Had to get it, And I was like, well, man, you're buying a Planet Earth, huh? He's like, it's Joey BAST, I don't care. He was on Fit, which was cool, but I think he was already, way on his way out by then. I don't know. Wish he, could have had a bigger career. He had a couple parts, though. There's stuff you can go back and watch of him, but amazing skater, amazing style. And, again, the best kickflips. This part's so sick. This video's actually not too bad as a whole either. Videos has some good parts to it, but definitely he starts it off, you know, Joey Bast in silver. Definitely go check this one out. Coming in at number 6 is Joey Bast, Planet Earth Silver from 1996. Number 5, Anthony Correa, Zoo York Mixtape, 1998. So I remember when this video came out, I always thought it was cool. We'd kind of laugh because some of it's like a little comical, but really cool concept, really cool video, pretty original layout. I remember friends in California, you know, if I talk to them, they're like, yeah, we just put that video on, let the music play. We don't watch it. That video sucks. I guess because the skating wasn't up to the technical California standards, which I get that aspect of it. You know, you have a video that comes out, or even just comparing it to Mouse, you know, which came out before this, and it's like night and day. But Anthony Correa was a dude who would get a pass from people like that. I guess he was the most technically advanced one in here. Super dope skater. The whole video too. I mean, off topic, but yeah, it had its place. I thought it was amazing. I could have put Robbie Gangemi's part in here too, but just the Anthony Correa part, I think over time I just watched more. Great part. Pretty random. A lot of Texas stuff in there, that he lived in Texas and then was on Zoo York. Kind of funny, like you name a company after a city and a state, and you know, you have people from Texas in there, but I think originally he's from New Jersey, but whatever. Super dope. Lots of lines in here, really cool tech tricks, skating the city. Like, it's definitely a standout part of this video. And he was always super sick skater. I remember he was the first flow guy, I believe, for Lakai when they started up. Just, I don't know, whatever happened, if he got lazy or whatever. You know, he was on Expedition for a little bit, and then that fizzled out, and he was on Traffic, which I totally forgot about. He was even like putting out footage recently, and it was, you know, a few years back or something, and it was sick. Like, he didn't miss a beat. Amazing skater. Always just look cool skating. So, coming in at number 5, Anthony Correa from Zoo York's Mixtape from 1998.
Got your buckshot, what the fuck, now I'm drunk out, bass that be booming, yo, I am about to kick the grammar that'll make you feel the slammer. It's the only place that I belong, I'm the trigger happy, no money, bum ding dong.
Number 4, Daniel LeBron, Neighborhood, La La Land, 1998. So, again, I keep saying this, but if you haven't seen this video, you need to go watch it, especially if you're a fan of like world type skating from around this era. It doesn't disappoint. Julio De La Cruz owned the company, and he had an eye for talent. Whatever you think of him, he was kind of a character himself. I guess a pleasant character, but he really had an eye for talent. And you know, it kind of sucks like that. Just, you know, the brand never really went anywhere. I kind of wish it did, and I wish back then I would have understood, like, you got to buy stuff like, oh, that's cool, you know, whatever. But if you don't buy a board here and there and like support it, these brands can't stay around. And 20-year-old me did not understand any of that. With that said, like, just super sick video. And I could have went 1 out of 3 ways with this one. So you had Jesus Fernandez, which I guess is the, you know, the one people have heard of. He's on Chocolate. You know, his brother, Alfonso Fernandez, was in this too. He had first part, super sick. But I went with the third one, which is going to be Daniel LeBron. Still skates today. Pretty much the same skater today. Like, didn't miss a beat. Amazing grinds in this. That's what I kind of, you know, gravitated towards when making the choice. But he's just like almost Guy Mariano-esque grinding on these ledges. And he just grinds so far. Like, there's no dunks. Everything is a mile. Super in it. Super locked in. Super grinded. You know, just an amazing part. And it was really cool to see all this when it came out. You know, and even look back on it and watch this, and it's just like, holy shit, this was such a dope video. And again, you know, just finding these people. And I remember before this, he was known as like, it was, oh yeah, this dude Daniel, who's on Santa Cruz from Spain, you know, or whatever. And thank God Julio De La Cruz got him off of that god-awful brand and got him on the Neighborhood. Coming in at number 4, Daniel LeBron, Neighborhood, La La Land from 1998. Number 3, Sad Arcade Gumbo, 1998. The actual skating in this part is probably about 56 seconds. It's not even a full minute. I wish it was longer. This was one of my favorite dudes. When I heard Arcade started, I saw that SAD had a board, and I remember the only place I could find them from looking through magazines or whatever, because there wasn't really like this huge internet presence at the time. And I found this place, Lucky Lucy's. It was a mail order, and I remember mail ordering a SAD board, and I had to have it sent COD because I didn't have a credit card. And I remember like having to like schedule it and wait at home and like plan out when it was coming so that I could pay with the damn money order when the UPS guy came to my house. Super sick, dude. SAD's one of my favorite skaters of all time. Everything he does is cool. Everything about him. It's kind of funny, like he ollies up this stage and people now are probably like, oh, you just ollied up a ledge or something. That thing was huge. That was like a big deal back then. Coming in at number 3 is SAD, Arcade Gumbo from 1998.
Let me show you a little something I stole. Hey, check him out. Check him out. You see him? Check him out. What's up? Hey, that's Lil Kane right here. We got him off a cocaine bus. We're gonna call him Lil Kane, all right? Yeah, and you know my name, nigga. You know me.
Number 2, Henry Sanchez, ICS promo that I don't think was ever actually really released, and there's 2 versions of it, and this is the first one. I want to say 1998, 1999. It's got to be 99, actually, because he has links in this, so at least the footage is from 99. I remember seeing a different version of this in the FTC3 video, which I want to say was 2000, but this, I think, came out before it. And if you have FTC3 and you go to watch the credits, you keep watching the VHS tape afterwards, and the ICS promo will come on, which I believe was a brand that I don't know if it was going to be run out of FTC or not, but it was just like a small brand. Basically, was Western Edition, but totally different image and everything. Could have been really cool. It was almost like Fit 2.0. But this part, it's like hidden gem. It's super sick. Henry Sanchez, just like, it seems like he was kind of in and out of skating during this. You can just kind of, it's like a little sketchier than usual, but really cool part. You get what, your Henry Sanchez you're expecting. Super tech, just insane, like, skating the pier, skating Third and Army, like killing these spots, with his like, his wild style, like nobody else could do. Really cool little, again, hidden gem part. If you haven't seen it, I'd hunt it down. And if you can, it's a different version of this if you get the VHS copy of the FTC3 video. So take a look at it. It's pretty cool. Some other dudes in there too. But yeah, I'm not sure on the date again, which is why this one kind of hung around till the end. But I'm pretty sure, I want to say this is 1999, this version of it. I don't know. So that's it there. Henry Sanchez, ICS promo. From 1999, coming in at number 2. All right, number 1, JB Gillett, Day One Rodney, Round 2 from 1999. Oh, man. So, one of my favorite skaters, top 3, and always was sick. Even, from when Trilogy and JB came out, when he was on New Deal, he was pretty sick in that one New Deal promo, and, then got into World. And then, when Day One Rodney Round 2 comes out, whatever, now you have Decca, and JB has a part in this video. It's so cool. The French rap, like, I don't even know what the hell these guys are saying, but it makes you want to, like, listen to French rap. It's so cool. And it's sick, too, and I probably should have hit on this with with Daniel LeBron, too, that the Spaniards always end up skating to this, like, Spanish guitar music, and it's so cool to have these parts that are cultural and they skate to music that is cultural for that region, and to have it that it's amazing. So, like, the French rap was so sick. Like, yeah, you could never, like, make your own, you and your friends make a skate video and, like, skate to French rap. Like, I don't think that would fly. But this dude can do it all day, and it's so sick. And it's like you expect it then, like, oh, JB's going to skate to French rap, I'm happy it ended on this because I think this would be a good one for number 1, even if I was mixing the parts up or whatever. Hits too close to home to me, how much, like, memories of this and just watching this part over and over. Coming in, number 1, JB Gillett from Day One Rodney Round 2 in 1999.